Hello there everyone, so today I'm joined with Brittany!
Hey!
Also known as Brittany Joyle.
AKA Slut.
Right!
We're on the same page.
So if you guys don't know Brittany, she is my friend all the way from back home. So we are back with more high school memories and we're just gonna go through, without even saying what year it was, just going through it all at once. So let's begin. I feel like we should start with how we thought we were so cool in 8th grade.
So cool, so popular, so cool, but we were losers.
We were. There was 3 of us, me, Brittany, and Amanda. And we thought we were the coolest people that we should like invite a person once a week to hang out with us.
Yeah.
Which sounds really bad, and it actually is.
Yeah, every Friday night we would one Friday night.
It ended up happening once. We're like, oh my god, let's invite this girl to come hang out with us.
Yeah, we'll let her into our little 3 musketeer clique.
Like, give her a present that she'll never forget.
Yeah, give her the best time of her life.
She hung out with us once and we never heard from her again.
We're like, let's pick the most popular person to hang out with us.
Oh, no.
Wasn't popular.
We picked the least popular girl in the school to hang out with.
I really hope she's not watching this. If you are, it's not about you, we swear.
Yeah, we just... Anyway, moving on. Oh my god, the game. You tell this story.
So, I think it was your idea to play this game.
I don't remember.
Of course it probably was his idea.
Okay, let me preface this.
You tell this story. Okay, let me set this up to not make myself sound mean.
Exactly.
Go on.
Brittany dressed a little...
Oh wait, hold on, you're not on your case. No, I'm telling this story. Okay, so we all went through awkward stages in high school, and I just had awkward... Oh, you did. What? You used to double up your polo shirts.
That was cool.
Because you wanted different shades. He would be wearing 3 and there'd be 3 little
I think
flaps.
I went up to 3. I doubled up my polos.
I'm like, aren't you
with the pop
hot?
collars.
With 3 layers? Okay, so let's not talk about style, okay? So, we used to all go over Amanda's house on Friday nights, and Joey had this great idea to play a game one night called Let's Name One Outfit That We Wish the Person Would Never Wear Again and Would Burn. But they couldn't think of just one outfit to name for me. They named my whole wardrobe, and they're like, please don't ever wear that. Please don't ever wear that.
No, we went around the circle, and we're like, well, Brittany, she had the craziest clothes and outfits. She wore this, blue velvet jump.
It was okay, hold on. Yeah, I am not a pimp in this blue velvet with a cane.
It looked like she was a pimp. It was a light...
Oh, it was a tracksuit.
Yeah, it was a light...
It was I still have it. Guilty pleasure.
She had a t-shirt that said the yolks on you.
I love that shirt.
Which was way too small for you, just
because
saying.
I wore it for 4 years and it had a hole in the thing.
She wore the same sweatshirt every single day.
Okay, let's go back to his 3 polo shirts layered on top
that
of
was
each other.
The next year.
I still remember the day that you said to me, Brittany, I decided I'm not gonna wear Aeropostale anymore. My world got shook. My world shook.
Your world shook.
He rocked my world. I'm like, wait, what's the matter? He's like, I just don't think I'm gonna do it anymore. I think I'm gonna be Hollister and Abercrombie. And I'm like, this is a big
I was
step
moving up.
This was honestly though, this was our life. This was huge. You told me these news, and I'm like, holy crap!
I can't believe it. You were proud of me.
I know, it was a big thing.
But you were still stuck in the
because I couldn't afford Hollister. My mom was not gonna spend $25 a shirt for me, and I thank her for that.
Oh my god. Oh gosh, the problems you have in high school.
Right.
I think I also told you I made a big announcement saying my new favorite color is green.
Oh yeah.
I was Brittany, that's really important.
He had all these big announcements to make.
Changing your favorite color is a big announcement.
What was your favorite color before? Blue?
Blue.
Oh, see, mine was blue. So
yeah,
I was kind of glad that
I'm representing both today.
And I'm representing. Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Right? Oh my gosh, we matched.
Not
Wow.
even planned.
He was wearing a pocket tee before, and we both were wearing
I still have a pocket.
But that's a pocket tee. But usually it's one of the different colors.
Okay. The bus girl.
Oh, this is all you.
This was all
again.
you.
Oh, excuse me.
It was you.
Yeah, because you made me sit in the middle.
No, I blamed it on you.
Oh, you did.
Okay, so this is probably the worst thing I've ever done to someone, and I feel the most bad about ever in my life.
Really?
No.
You make yourself seem like a saint right now.
Okay, so every single morning, we were you had the last bus stop, I think.
Yeah.
And it was so annoying having to triple up seats with people because we were overstocked on our bus. So we came up with this idea where people probably wouldn't want to sit with us if we were fixing a window or something. Busy.
Yeah.
They couldn't make eye contact. So we were doing that, and then this poor, like, innocent, like, Asian girl, like, comes to our seat, because we probably look super nice and, like, inviting.
Because we are super nice.
Right.
We judge each other all the time.
And she's like, can I sit with you guys? And Brittany's like, no, bitch.
Okay.
Walk away.
Wait, hold on. Rewind. He'd be like, let me pretend to fix the window. And the girl would be like, can I please sit with you? And he'd be like, not enough room for your fat ass.
No.
That's how the real story went.
I said-
Hey, I can make myself cry, want to see?
That's how we met.
No, it's not. It's an inside joke. We went over it today.
What are
I'm
you
fixing
doing?
my headband.
Why are you stripping down?
Ooh, things are getting hot and steamy
Oh my
in
gosh.
here.
Okay, so true story. I said no, and I immediately regretted it because everyone
You
on the
did?
bus,
Oh yeah, because they went after
they were
you.
like, oh, Joey, oh my god, that's so mean. I was like, no, like,
And he was
I
like,
meant, I was
Brittany's
like,
idea, she told me to say it.
I was like, Brittany said that she couldn't, and I felt so bad, so like I looked
For the
back-
girl, not for blaming his friend.
Well, I needed the blame off of you, off
yeah.
of me, onto you.
Remember that girl who used to look at you at the bus all the time that we were kind of friends with?
Yeah.
Oh, she used to stare
She would
him
stare.
down.
What, didn't we call her, like, eyeballs or
I
something?
think we called her Big Boobs, honestly.
Yeah, she did have big boobs.
Yeah.
She was
We were
like
creative with our
10 years
names.
old. Okay. Oh my god, our bus driver, speaking of buses, she would cough so much.
She would like cough and then she would drive the bus so the germs stayed in one place.
I like literally don't have it. Like I ducked down, even though that's not how it probably happened.
No, it probably was with the bus.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we thought like when she
we
got
were
here.
dumb.
But we would always joke about the fact like blood would like show up on the windshield and like just like smear like on it.
That's
Ew.
driving.
Nasty.
Oh
The Jonas Brothers concert we went to.
jeez. This was before the Jonas Brothers were big. They did like a school tour and they went to our old middle school and then they had like a
They were at a mall
meet
or
and greet
something.
sort of thing.
So we went there and we were like waiting.
My
in
first
line.
concert, by the way, concert loosely.
Yeah, it wasn't really a concert. So they made us buy a CD to
Yeah.
like go and see them.
So dumb.
But it ended up being awesome because they autographed it and that album got dropped or something by their record label.
Yeah.
So they could never sell the album.
It was called It's About Time and it was like the red like Jonas Brothers CD and they're like laying up against the brick wall. I don't know how I know this.
We sold that shit so fast on eBay for so much money.
And it was autographed too by all three of them. Because remember we got to meet them after? They're like, hi, I'm Joe, Nick,
we
Kevin.
sold it for like $100 each.
Yeah, we made bank.
And that's a lot for like a 15-year-old.
Yeah, that was, what did you do with your money? I used mine for drugs.
Me too!
Nice, that's why we're friends.
Yep.
Which brings us to our eBay addiction. Addictions. What?
You had it worse. You
But you
basically
would-
sold your room.
Oh, you would be a buyer. I would be a seller. Wow, we sound like drug
No,
sellers.
we really were. I would buy, but I sold stuff that wasn't mine.
I'm just imagining that we're talking about drugs right now. Like, I would buy, but I would also sell stuff that wasn't mine. Okay.
You sold everything in your room. You had just a bed by the end
I
of
have
your
a bed and a
addiction.
lamp.
You sold everything, Brittany.
I made so much money though.
You
When
did.
we weren't old enough to get jobs, so we had to make our money somehow.
By selling our presents and
And
stuff.
we would like just sell stuff, and I honestly I got to a limit where I couldn't make any more PayPal transactions because I was over my limit of sending money to my bank account.
And that was the time where we would actually send checks. Like,
Yeah.
there was no PayPal.
Yeah, it was. They would mail you a check, and it took 2 weeks for the check to come in.
Yeah.
But man, and then you would like buy stuff, and remember like it was like the feedback was so like when we
Important?
yeah, and like you left like a negative feedback on somebody because you bought like a key mold and you thought it was
I
It's so
was obsessed
bad.
with skeleton keys, so I thought I was buying the skeleton key, and they freaking sent me the mold.
Yeah, and he left a negative review and they like replied back.
They were so mad.
And they're like, read the description.
Ugh, eBay. Okay, so the Nintendo Wii was coming out, and I was so excited. I kind of like called Brittany in the morning at like.
Well, here's the plan.
You tell them.
Okay, I tell it better because I'll never forget this.
I'll never forget this.
I was scarred. So it was gonna come out, and we knew it for a while, and he would talk about like, oh, well, you should come wait in line with me. And we went to bed the night before it came out, and it wasn't like official that we were gonna get together in the morning and go get it. And so I got a call at like 4 in the morning. He's like, hey, get dressed, be there in 5 minutes, we're gonna come pick you up. And I'm like, who is this?
Who is
And he's like, get dressed, my dad's gonna come pick you up and we're gonna go to the mall and wait in line. So I'm like, okay. This is like November or something.
Yeah.
It was cold. It was like 10 degrees out. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to brush my teeth, I have to brush my hair. And then I like put on like a t-shirt and jeans and I go and he picks me up. And the first like 5 minutes we're out there, I'm like, I'm freaking freezing.
It started snowing. You have like
it snowed, it rained, it was sunny.
Everything.
It was so bad.
I feel so
he
bad.
had like 3 layers with his
did.
like what was that jacket you stole, your trench coat or something?
No, this was from PacSun. It was like corduroy with like wool on the inside.
Okay, yeah. And I was like standing there shivering. He's like, you should have dressed warmer. And I'm like, you should have not called me 3 minutes before you were outside.
You should have dressed warmer.
Yeah. And I was a good friend though, because I wasn't even getaway. I just waited in line to keep you company.
You just waited, I know. Oh my god, this was also the year that we tried out for tennis teams. Yeah, that lasted for like 3 days.
That was, once again, it was really cold out.
Wait, yeah, it was.
We had a best friend in high school, and it was like the 3 of us who would all hang out together. Her name was Amanda, and she tried out for the girls' team with me. And I remember we had to like run a mile, and everybody's like, where's Amanda? And I'm like, she's still over there running the mile. It was more funnier if you were there. But she came over to us, and her mom was supposed to pick us up, and she's like, this is before the Miley Cyrus like tongue out of the mouth, and she's like, guys, my mouth is closed, my mom's gonna come pick us up. But her tongue was just like slashing around her mouth because her lips were frozen. I don't even know, but it was like her tongue was just like hanging out like that. It was so funny. And you were on the boys' team. How'd that go?
I was there for like 10 days, and then they had us like try out to make it on the team, and I was a freshman, so like they picked like one person. There was already a freshman, so they basically kept me on the sidelines. So I was just like, never mind.
Did you have an asterisk next to your name over who made the team? Because I had an asterisk next to mine, being like, maybe you're on the team, maybe you're not. I
don't know.
Like I didn't play any of the games, thank God, because I didn't know how to count in tennis language, like 40 love. Like, that stuff was hard. Even though there was 4 numbers to memorize.
Gymnastics. We were obsessed with like doing backflips and back handsprings.
That was our goal in high school. You want to learn to do your back handspring, I want to learn how to do my backflip.
And we went to like an open gym one day, and what happened?
We went to an open gym one day, and it was this girl, and she was the teacher, and she was gonna help us, and we paid $10 to be there for an hour, and she was like all over Joey, like helping him with his like
well,
back
because I know what I was doing, and you were like...
That's why we went to the open gym, okay? And so she's like, okay, I guess it's your turn. And so we had like this, like, it was kind of like a circular like foam
cheese ball.
thing. Yeah. And so I do it, and I pull out my back in 2 seconds, and she's like, okay, Joey's turn. I'm like, give me my $10 back. I thought that was so much money back then.
I know.
But it wasn't.
But our direct money that we made from eBay covered it.
Exactly.
Oh my god, this was when we started our YouTube channel. We thought it would be funny if we got like fake baby dolls and like carried them around the street and like would drop them in the sidewalk.
We were so bad. We wrapped like babies to make them seem real, but they were dolls, and we would like walk down the street and hit against the telephone pole. And we're like, I wonder if anybody will stop. But it must have looked faked because nobody stopped, and we were like 2 like 14-year-olds carrying babies down the street.
Yeah, that's true.
We made Teen Mom popular before it was popular. MTV take now.
So there was this girl in our TV production class, and every single like class we would always had a bunch of like the school supplies in her backpack, like markers, staplers, pencils.
We were like the do you remember Arthur and the Timbletons?
No.
Tribble twins? Those 2 like twins that were like always getting into mischief together. That was basically us. We made people's lives miserable. But like yeah, we used to like take like the stapler and put it in her
Everything
backpack.
we could find.
Like, and so one day the teacher's like, where's all my stuff? I'm gonna go through your backpack. And we're all in her backpack.
And then she got suspended.
Yup.
No.
You know, that happened. But we put everything in her backpack, and it was like the bigger things that we could fit in her backpack, the better. Do you remember turtling? People used to turn people's backpacks inside out when they went to the bathroom.
Yeah, that was stupid.
I never had that happen to me.
Me either. We weren't tall enough. Oh, for senior prom, we had like an all-nighter thing, and there was like this competition to like, I think there was like a bunch of sticky notes all around like the gymnasium or something. Yeah. And I think the point was to like find one that had like writing on the back, And we got so freaking competitive.
It was like, we were like running and like pushing each other.
We were against each other.
Yeah, because we wanted to get the most and you want to get the ones with little stars on them. So we were grabbing things and like pushing each other and jumping over things. Turns out the contest ended 2 hours ago.
It ended like probably 10 minutes. And we kept going and people were just staring at us because we were so in the zone of like finding anything and pushing each other.
It was so bad. And that was another time where nobody includes us in things and we find out about them after.
We look like idiots. And then we got hypnotized that night.
You got hypnotized that night. I pretend I was hypnotized in a bunch of embarrassing things.
Oh my God.
So how was it like being hypnotized?
I was only hypnotized for like 2 seconds too.
Really? Oh, so you faked it too?
Yeah.
Do you know how, like, they would have them do embarrassing things, like the hypnotist, and this whole time I was aware of it, so I knew I was doing the embarrassing things I would never do. And so then he's like, okay, let's do round 2. Raise your hand if you're still hypnotized. And I'm like, no, I'm sitting down. Like,
I think he said something else. He like came up to you and he like
I think
called
I
you
lied.
up for not being hypnotized.
Yeah, I'm like, I was hypnotized for like 5 minutes, and he didn't believe me.
Oh my God. Okay, so we were so mean to our friend Hannah, like the meanest.
You guys did know Hannah, right?
Yeah. Yeah. We once left her at a graduation party.
We did this thing where we would go somewhere and race to the car, and the last person to get in the car, we'd lock the doors and drive away without them and leave them there. We went to some girl's graduation party
We didn't really.
he was friends with.
I was friends with her, and like they didn't really know her that well. So we just like drove off and poor Hannah was just left at the party.
She called us and we're like, go inside, ask them if you can use their phone.
We were so mean.
It was like you had to be there though. It was a lot funnier and less meaner in person.
Right.
We had like a shocking pen too, and or I didn't. You like hit somebody with it and it would like shock them like when you would click it. And she got that one night and she broke it in half. And I'm like, no.
Oh gosh. Actually, you used to always take over her Facebook and write that she was pregnant.
I used to put statuses and they'd be like, just found out I was pregnant, like it if you want to come to the baby shower.
Yeah.
And people would come up to her in school and they're like, you're so funny, like do you write those? And she would get so upset. It was funny though.
Then you would write stuff about her and her tampons.
Really gross things.
Oh, didn't have a tampon.
Immature. What did it say?
You said something about didn't have a tampon, like.
So used. I didn't remember it. We blacked it out. It was that gross.
Okay, last but not least is the story of when we told everyone that Brittany Louise Taylor was pregnant on YouTube.
Oh gosh. So how did that even start? We were doing a live show.
We were doing a live show and we're like, everyone go tell Brittany congrats on having the baby.
Like comments everywhere on her YouTube comments, on her like messaging. And we're like, this is so funny, but don't tell her it was us.
Yeah.
So we're doing a live broadcast, and we're on webcam, and all of a sudden, Brittany walks in the webcast, and she's like, are you telling people I'm pregnant?
We were
like,
so scared.
and we like turned away the camera and just sat there for like 5 minutes. And she's like, no, really, I'm laughing, it's funny.
Yeah, we were
I don't think you were laughing.
She was not laughing. Alright, well that is it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And also go check out Brittany's channel. She does a lot of fun videos. She's a vlogger as well. And yeah, that's it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. May the odds be ever in your favor. Goodbye. Hello there, everyone. So today I have Mamrie in my household.
Oh, hey guys, how you doing?
Doing real good.
I'm doing real good too because I see all this.
Yeah, I figured you'd be really excited